Hey guys, good morning. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday morning. I am coming on to discuss a topic that I feel is very important, especially for those of you who want to navigate dating and meeting people, and you want to be able to have a great dating experience as well as make great connections and eventually find someone very special. Good morning, everyone, as you're coming on. Leslie Lou over in England. Hey, boo. Hello. By the way, we are looking to start getting ready to do a conference or a tour, guys. And so stay tuned because I was just working with my PR team yesterday about actually beginning to travel and do some conferences internationally. So we can be coming to your country, your city soon. So stay tuned for that. But this morning, your dating IQ. What is your dating IQ? Your dating IQ is a term. I don't know if anybody else has come up with it, but it's a term I came up with to describe your knowledge and experience, your comfort level, your level of emotional dating intelligence quotient, your dating intelligence quotient, dating IQ. And what I'm referring to, guys, is your experience dating. How much experience do you have dating? What does this mean? It's pertaining to your comfort level of going on dates, talking to people, getting to know people, your level of knowledge, your level of comfort, your level of confidence. One of the things I've observed over the years of doing what I do and what I've done for a long time, of coaching, matchmaking, dating coaching, life coaching, is that especially women of faith, spiritual women, tend to have a very low dating IQ. Now, guys, I'm not putting you down. What I'm saying is that a lot of the time, you actually, even if it's subconsciously, do not date. You've got a subconscious mentality that God is just going to drop a great man in your lap. And yes, that does happen for some people. You randomly meet something very special. It's a great fit for you. You marry them. You guys live happily ever after. Blah, blah, blah. Right? The fairy tale. Not exactly. We know that's not true. But because all relationships have ups and downs. Nothing is easy when it comes to relationships. But I noticed the trend in that there's a resistance to dating. And where this comes in is, especially if you're being abstinent or celibate or you're not being sexually active, there's subconsciously motivations there that you don't want to be tempted to have sex or tempted to give in or tempted to go that direction. So subconsciously, you don't realize that you're actually resisting, denying, procrastinating about getting to know people or getting out there or dating because you have a subconscious mentality that's being reinforced with purity culture, purity principles that say if you are not having sex, God is just going to bless you with someone special. So there's all kinds of dogma and theory and religious, stuff inside of there that supports that type of subconscious mentality, which actually feeds into you feeling like I don't need to know how to date, Rebecca, because dating's not biblical. Okay, but I need you to stop and think about this logically. You don't live in Bible times. You live in 2023. And in 2023, you're going to have to get to know somebody before you say I do. You're going to have to get to know them, go on dates. You can't just, be sitting in your living room on your couch and boom, God's just going to drop a man right on your couch next to you. And now guess what? You still have to know how to communicate. You have to be able to express your needs, communicate your thoughts, your feelings. You have to be in touch enough with your own feelings, your own thoughts, who you are, what you want, your standards, your boundaries. And you have to be able to effectively communicate that. You have to be able to get dressed to go on dates. You need to know what you want to wear to go on dates. You should have attire to go on dates, to be in touch with your feminine, to be in touch with your sexy feminine side. You should be in touch with that. You should have some clothes that are for going on dates, not church clothes, not work clothes, some dating clothes. I still have date clothes and I'm married. I got clothes I only wear when I go on dates with Carrie. Because I got some date dresses. Do you have any date dresses? Do you have some attire you know when you want to be extra special, pretty, and feminine to be out with your boo, your potential boo? Your dating IQ is how in touch are you with all this stuff I'm talking about? Are you, if you met a man tomorrow, are you ready to, if he said, oh, are you available Friday to go out? How's that going to make you feel? Are you ready to go on out with someone and get to know someone, even a special someone? Is your mentality, do you have confidence about having conversations with love interests? Are you comfortable about the timing of those conversations? Do you know when it's appropriate to have certain conversations? Do you understand that you shouldn't be on a first, second, or third date talking about abstinence? You shouldn't be on a fourth date talking about abstinence or celibacy. Why would you talk about your sex life on a second or third date with a stranger? Why would you be having, you don't even know this person. That is not you shouldn't be wearing your celibacy or abstinence on your sleeve like a defense mechanism, because that's a lot of the time what it's become. You're leading with that, and then you're so frustrated and you feel like men suck when they run away from you. But truth be told, you're weird. That's odd. Nobody goes around talking to strangers they just met about their sexual boundaries. Stop and think about what I'm saying for a minute. That's very personal. When you first meet people, you're going to be, these are strangers. Even if someone introduces you to someone, that's a stranger. You don't know them. This is part of dating IQ, dating fundamentals, understanding how things work, understanding the opposite sex, understanding yourself. Guess what else I've observed is seriously missing for women of faith and spiritual women because they don't have dating experience. You have zero experience or minimal experience. So you're not really comfortable with yourself. You're not really confident with yourself. So guess what? You go on dates. You don't have conversations. You don't share. You don't get to know each other. You're not asking questions. There's a lack of experience in this area, life experience. You don't know what to ask. You don't even know how to hold a conversation. A lot of the time you're so walled up and so defensive that you're so busy worrying about what they're thinking, you're not taking the time to get to know another human being. Here's the other part of this. You're so walled up, you're so defensive. You're thinking that someone's trying to take advantage of you, someone just wants to have sex with you, right? So now you're defensive. Now that energy, right? That energy comes across as stuffy, judgmental, stuck up. You don't understand how that body language and that energy gets construed. How is that being communicated? Guess what? Someone thinks she's just not really that fun. It was hard to even have a conversation with her. It's hard to get to know her. She doesn't seem very fun or open or easygoing. Does somebody want to date someone who's not easygoing? Does someone want to hang out with somebody who's difficult? Life is already hard as it is. We're working constantly. Your social life and dating life should be fun. This should be easygoing, good conversations. Here's the other part. You don't know how to vet because you don't even know yourself. You've made up all these rules in your mind based on pain, based on heartbreak, based on stuff that has let you down in life, people who have hurt you. So guess what? You make all these crazy ass rules about what you like, what you don't like, what works for you, when really it's just based on pain. It's based on what didn't work. So you don't even really know how to navigate dating from a healthy mindset, an open mindset, a faith and belief that there are good, wonderful people, that God has someone special for you. But until then, you're going to work on getting to know yourself. And as you go on dates, you're going to pay attention to what you like, what feels good. You're going to start to pay attention to energy. This is where divine dating, right? Divine dating workshop starts Thursday, right? Divine Dating Workshop starts Thursday, to learn how to date with ease and flow and Holy Spirit, to invite God into the situation so you're not so defensive, so you're not so uncomfortable, so you can date with peace and you're not rushing in, because that's the other side of not having great dating experience. You're either holding back and totally walled off and totally defensive, using everything as a defense mechanism to try to protect yourself from being hurt again, or you move too fast when you do finally meet someone, happen to meet someone, you don't have good vetting, discipline, you don't have good boundaries and standards. So now when you do meet someone, you just think he has to be the one because you don't meet anybody and you don't know how to date. So now when you meet someone who seems like they have it together, you rush in because you don't have good discipline, standards, and boundaries. Your mindset about all of this is very screwed up, because you don't really truly treasure and value yourself the way you try to act like you do, because you haven't gotten to know yourself in this area of life. Yes, you may be confident in your job, you're confident in your education, you're confident about this, you're confident about that, but in this area, you're not confident because you don't have experience. It is experience that brings about confidence. It is experience that brings about wisdom. And I'm not saying sleep with people. See, that's part of the immaturity that's going on. There is spiritual immaturity to where you don't even know how to date without having sex, so you just don't date. Let's just keep it real. You don't even go out with people. You don't go on the dating app. You don't actually meet people and go out because, truth be told, you don't trust yourself. So the spiritual immaturity makes you sexually undependable, makes you sexually open, because you're spiritually immature, because you have not really truly created discipline around your sexuality the way you try to pretend. I'm abstinent. I'm celibate. I'm abstinent. I'm celibate. But are you really truly? Because to really truly be abstinent means you don't have sex even when you're tempted. Means that you should be able to date and get to know people and go out with people and have conversations and be able to have a nice dinner, have a drink, have an ice cream date, have a coffee date, have some good laughs and a good time. You should be getting to know people, because the foundation of a great relationship is friendship. If you can't build a friendship with somebody and enjoy somebody's company, do you really think you can be married to them? Friendship is the foundation of a great relationship. You can't even talk to people. You side-eyeing every little other thing they do, like, what's he thinking? What's he trying to do? What's she thinking about? Oh, she trying to take advantage of me. Oh, you trying to get in my pockets. Oh, you fellas, you do this too. So defensive, so pessimistic, right? Looking for someone to take advantage. She's trying to take advantage of me. She's trying to figure out how much money I make. She's trying to be in my pocket. She's asking for too much. She asked you for a glass of water when the waiter comes back by? Dude, you tripping, right? Defensive, scared. What is the foundation of that? Fear. It's all motivated by fear. So no, somebody can't get to know you. No, you don't know how to date. What I'm talking about is dating IQ. Dating IQ. I'm going to put out a freebie. It's going to be called Divine Dating IQ Checklist. I'm going to put out a Divine Dating IQ Checklist. Look out for that this week. I'm going to put it out. But class starts Thursday. I'm going to teach about Divine Dating IQ in our Divine Dating Workshop with Bliss Alexandria. Make sure you're inside the workshop. Stop thinking that you don't need to put any effort in this area. If you don't have experiences, if you don't have wisdom and knowledge and experience, if you don't have standards, boundaries that you are actually exercising in your life, that you have to exercise because you actually go on dates. You actually get to know people. You actually trust yourself to get to know people. You can't just keep sitting at home and then complaining there's no good men or complaining you don't meet nobody. Real talk. Y'all know I met my husband through Facebook. And we dated for almost a year and a half before we got married. We had to date and get to know each other. We didn't marry each other in 60 days. I do not advise anybody to marry somebody in 60 days. Getting married is one of the biggest decisions of your life. You will be bamboozled if you marry somebody in 60 days. Because somebody's faking and fronting and acting like they're everything you ever wanted because you told them what you were looking for. And now they try to pretend to be that to get your trust. Stop telling everybody what you're looking for. Stop telling everybody what you like. Go on a date and get to know someone for who they are instead of trying to make somebody be what it is you're looking for. And then when they try to act exactly what you told them you're looking for, he has to be the one. She's got to be the one. You didn't test that. That's not vetted. You don't know that. Based on 60 days of dating, based on some coochie, based on some good peen. Oh, now they the one. I know I'm talking to somebody. All right, click the link in my bio. Make sure you sign up for the Divine Dating Workshop. There's a payment plan if somebody needs a payment plan. Yeah, Little John Roberts says, shallow thinking. Listen, if I could tell y'all how absolutely difficult marriage is, you better be marrying your best friend. You better be marrying somebody you've taken the time to truly get to know on a fundamental level of who they are. Not who they trying to pretend to be, right? Sheldon says, you talking, not who you want them to be, not fantasy or ideal you created in your head of what you think it could be. No, the reality. Carrie and I will be married 8 years, 9 years? 8 years. 8 years. Come December. We were having a conversation. We recently got a brand new marriage counselor, couples counselor, and he's amazing. And we were having a conversation, and Carrie and I were saying we feel like going into this 8th year of our marriage, we're literally are experiencing a whole brand new start to our relationship. We are getting to know each other in a way like we have not ever known each other. We are learning things about ourselves, each other that we didn't even know. And we've been together 9 years. We're still learning stuff about each other. Guys, it's serious. Like, marriage takes work. Marriage takes work. If inside a marriage you still got to go to couples counseling and still learn the principles and learn the character, learn the habits and discipline around what makes for a healthy relationship. Studying what you need to be, what kind of person, habits, disciplines do you need to have in order to have a healthy, wonderful relationship. Carrie and I are very grown. We're grandparents, and we're having to learn these principles, learn these habits, these tools in order to be able to have a great life and have a great relationship, have a great marriage. Glam Lux Lifestyle. I love it. Is the dating course still available? Half off. Yes, still available. Half off. 50% off. Link and the code is in my bio. Click the link up above. Aren't the initial conversations to figure out if you even want to go on a date? Yes. And we're going to talk about it inside the workshop. What does that process look like? I'll tell you, inside the workshop, I'm going to let you guys know exactly what I would do to determine if I was going to go on a date with someone. From those first couple conversations, I would determine whether or not I was going to go on a date. And I'll let you know pretty simply what it was. I'll do it inside the workshop. We're going to go through a 21-day workshop, guys, day by day, 3 live Q&As. Make sure you get inside the workshop. You guys know I have not done anything about dating in a very long time. It's been years. So this is your opportunity to get in, ask your questions, and do your work. All right. I love you guys. Mwah. Blessings in abundance. Get your dating IQ up. You need to do some work in this area. Stop ignoring it and acting like it's just going to magically appear. It's just going to happen. I did a lot of work on myself before I met Carrie Pope. There was a lot of things I had to get out of the way that were blocking my blessings, my obstacles to love, the hindrances to love. There was a lot of stuff I had going on that was blocking Carrie from coming, blocking me from even being able to realize or receive Carrie. Real talk. Guys, this takes work just like every other area of life. It takes work. Stop thinking that love and relationships is supposed to be so organic, that it's supposed to be so easy, that it's just supposed to naturally just happen. It takes work. Spiritual work, psychological work, right? Emotional work, healing work, all of the above. All right, make sure you click the link, get in class. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.